About 38 weeks, I was in bed, but there was no sign, no pain, no nothing. And they just said, I just said, I need to go to hospital, but there was no reason why. They said it was just a kind of feeling. But 2 weeks prior to that, obviously we were in with reduced movement, but she passed the tests. And then obviously went to hospital expecting to kind of do the tests again, and then went to go and obviously have a scan. And then that's when kind of we found out that her heart had stopped. Not what kind of you expect at all. I thought we were just going in for a routine like we did with her, to say like it went quiet. And one doctor came, another doctor came, another doctor came, and then I'm like, what's happening? And they're like, we're so sorry. I'm like, no, this can't be. She's due, she's literally due, she's 40 weeks. And then they had to induce me. Obviously I gave birth to her naturally, but part of me didn't want to, because I knew that if I did that last time, she would be with me physically, kind of thing. And she was born stillborn, with no heartbeat, no sound. And that's the worst thing. When a baby's born, you expect to hear and cry, and when you don't, and it's just silent, your word just stops. She was born to pound 5, and then with Summeran, she might not be with us physically, but she's with us in other ways. As a bereaved family ourselves, we understand what seeing your child's name means, and we obviously do what's right for our family. For other families are different. I mean, some people just decide to put in a box and shut it. Some people celebrate like us. I mean, but I think you just got to work with what you feel comfortable and what's worked for you as a family. Obviously, I got to do a handprints. If it weren't for obviously a handprints and obviously having this, like I wouldn't have a handprints. Like literally, I wouldn't, because I can't redo them. I can't take them back. I can't do them tomorrow. Oh, it means so much, because you can't, once you leave the hospital, it's not, obviously when you leave the hospital, you expect to bring home a baby. You expect to bring a car seat, a baby, and when you don't, you feel a bit like you don't really know what to do, because all the memories what you can build when you're at home, you can't build. You can't leave the house, you can't leave the hospital with your baby. So it's like, all you've got is that 3, 4, 7 days in that room where you've got to get kind of a lifetime of moments in that point. I mean, it shouldn't be. No one asks us to have a stillborn baby. I mean, no one asks us to not have a child here for one reason or another. And each family is very different. Each family's journey is very different. I mean, but it doesn't mean that a baby's any less important. I also remember when I was in hospital, obviously with her after, this one midwife came and actually said hello to her. And for me as a mum, that was so important, because she was recognising her. Even though she wasn't alive, she still recognised her. And the support, it's hard to pinpoint what kind of to say, pinpoint the support in words, because they're just there for you. And having that person as your key person that you know you can go to, and if you're feeling like, oh, I'm not having a good day, you just can ring up and talk to and say, I'm struggling today. It's more than words can describe. First turned up to obviously Don't Hush, and obviously we just kind of said, obviously Louise were there, and kind of just sat at a chair really, and obviously we got the boxes, and then I opened it and it was mother of pearl, and I'm like, for me it was kind of just a bit of a sign. I'm just like, as soon as I saw it, and then as soon as we found out what we were making, I'm like, wedding dress. I'm like, it's got to be attached to my wedding somehow, somewhere. I feel like it's right to be attached to my wedding dress. But for me personally, it just felt like she would just kind of send a little message saying, I'm with you. Like, and like I said, we kind of did things for her, like a donation for her present, and obviously had the bouquet. But that was something very, very personal to us and her, together and separately, because obviously we both put our bees in separate places. That was with us from the start, and that would never kind of taken off. And it's just like in photos every time, like I see it, I can see her, and it was just lovely kind of thing. And without that project, without that kind of support, and without the charity and funding it, it wouldn't have happened. So yes, we still would have a fantastic day, but that made it more special for us.
Yeah, but all these things that we do, everything that we can possibly do for you, it just makes me understand it that little bit more every time. And like I say, I'll never fully understand it, but that's what all these things that we do for charity, especially the Don't Hush, making the beads, it just gives you that time to sit down and clear your head and just think what you're doing this for. And
Do you know what I mean? If we help one family through this, or give them that support of actually saying you're not alone, do you know what I mean? There is support out there, it's not a taboo subject, then again, summer's having an impact. But without the charities and starting the projects and the memory services, it wouldn't happen. So it's like the support is there, but we're thankful for the opportunity that this gives us to help other children in Summer's memory. And without support from the Sheffield Hospitals Charity, we wouldn't be able to do all these little things. And like I said, when we go to the memory service, all the babies that are read out, that's each little baby that's still name is being read out, it's still important. Like we said, they're still all important, they're still all mean, and they'll always still be your children.